Leute, willkommen zu diesem Video. Und heute habe, wie ich versprochen habe, pushen wir mein Nori auf 1000. Dafür ziehe ich kurz die Finger Sleeves ran. Im Hintergrund werdet ihr wahrscheinlich diesen Kanal mal ein bisschen was hören. Von Turnier, weil ich gucke dabei ein bisschen, weil ich wissen will, wer gewinnt. Ganz einfach, jetzt einfach gleich loslegen. Wir spielen ein bisschen Trio, Solo, und wir sind gerade vielleicht beim Brawl. Sagen, wir können loslegen. Er ist auf 518, hat mich mal ein bisschen gepusht. Power Level 10. Ich guck mal, ob es die Quest gibt, die ich erlegen kann. Wahrscheinlich nicht. Dann will ich wieder Münzen kriegen. Später wird aus der Brawl Pass geholt. Und Leute, ich glaube, ich muss noch was zeigen. Mir fehlt ein einziger gerade. Ein einziger Punkt. Und das ist der Nori auf 1000 pushen. Oder halt Power Level 11. Jetzt beiden mache ich noch. Habe ich von Nori eigentlich auch schon den Nori gespielt. Der Nori ist echt vielleicht dafür, dass er nur selten ist. Ja, ist richtig. Beste Kill. Was ich nicht treffe, ist gaplos, aber egal. Ist auch nicht so tief, Leute. Ja, Lili holt safe, oder? Ja, okay, war klar, dass wir das gewinnen. Ich will nicht mal was machen, Leute. Probieren auch jetzt dabei eine Siegesserie zu machen. Weil da machen wir auch noch plus auf jeden Fall auch die 71k von mit Nori Push dabei. Ich gucke gerade SKC gegen CR. Vor allem ein bisschen reingeguckt. Danke nochmal für den neuen Abonnent. Ich glaube, du hast abonniert, weil du später das lange Video sehen willst. Ich hoffe, dass du das kriegst. Nein! Irische Arsch und Shit. Okay, nice. Deine Mann hat sie noch bekommen. Das ist nicht sehr gut. Das Team hat gestorben, der andere. Hoffentlich. Was könnte sein? Das Kill ist noch rein, weil das kriegt nicht. Weg deine Leute. Warte, die sind drin. Egal. Die Siegesserie ist noch da. Ich glaube, wir gehen mal in Solo, Leute. And ideally also to block all the pro rather than make one control got your shot. It's a good country shot. Okay, couple of good targets over here. Gotta see that speed. Holy nice. One tap that he can take a free pull if he's able to get in position. Well, look up there. He's got through on 8 points. He's not going to be pulled. Keep on the right side and this side. But Moya regroup on the left to get a certain kill. Goes through the turn on top side. It's going to be death. But Moya still finishes it off as a little mag. Okay, that was a little bit hairy, but definitely worthy. It's taking the celebration, Moya. For the celebration, yeah. full way to go. But I mean, this is some real fight there from SKC as well. Both sides, I think, looking very evenly matched in that regard. So it should be an exciting one for me.
Richtig ready jetzt mal. Scheiße. Okay. Bruh. That's what it's like from the top.
Forward. They sort of dipped into the enemy spawn, but decided that it wasn't worth pushing that far forward. They just gotta get
Da in die Kommentare schreiben, ob ich Nori auf Versus 2 pushen soll. Also davor pushe ich auf jeden Fall meinen Bull und meinen Chat auf Versus 2. Weil gerade ist Nori noch in seiner Prime. Also wirklich dieser Nori-Partner da. Check, was ich meine. Also Leute, bisher keine Probleme vorne.
Yo, my attention is officially on Night DC. I want to see what this guy can do on Night. He almost managed to win a 1v2. He's assisting Kuri with the speed. He's not pulled just yet. No good just by existing here with the super, he's able to walk around with it as a result of the rework alongside Puppies. Night DC still just kind of fishing for a bit of supercharge. Would love to get some more assistance over the Kuri. For Night DC.
Scheiße, bin ich Siegesserie ist weg. Egal, kann passieren. Wow, egal. So tief.
It's going to be a whole entire set. So it's a good explosive moment there from SKC. But it's hard
Leute, soll ich so machen? Jetzt kommt der erste Part, später kommt der zweite. Vor der WM. So soll der zweite Part morgen rauskommen. Kommt darauf an, wie lange ich jetzt brauche, bis zu 750 Leute. Bisher 8 Minuten geht. Wir sagen so höchstens 35 Minuten für 1000 und dann, wenn ich es nicht schaffe, wenn es morgen oder später ist.
pulling that one out in the open. Was a way of what the position is was it should be so far. So hopefully this one's there. Oh, the Casey looks like it's tonight there. Two back-to-back badges. River goes T. Who needs to play maximum safe. And then dealing from the Q. And Q is going to massive points on the hit. When he goes for a through that has jumped. Disaster. There may have been a world where he does capitalize down on that fact. The 10-side thumbs were just too quick. He's pretty speedy, and they weren't able to get a secondary.
Ich wette 6-2 schon ganz gut.
In fact, and Ghosty is going to be able to push forward. Another speed for Nike shoot. Max is absolutely insane after this round of touches. Cannot connect the pull. The last one made sense. This one didn't so much. So Ghosty will still finish on the right side, and Nike shoot. Oh my goodness, this guy is filled with the speed. The health and speed are all working together in lockstep. We need to bring this back under control, or else they'll go down a step. Unfortunately, Solidarity is going to so far. And these are the momentum moments that allow Mercury to get the crowd round up. And it's the progress on set. So it was a fair.
Holy Digga, Triple Kill.
Doing that. So he's got to make the most of it while he's still there. Oh man, oh man. And he has absolutely come back in the game with a bang. I mean, coming back into the scene in a huge way in 2024, with 25 managing to take a world final and still being on top of the game.
Nice Runde,
Moving a crowd. A set one for Crazy Raccoon, and it is clear how they did it. They had a really solid draft. They had that good team play. And I will also give a shout out to SKC because they were really, really deadly. Once they finally got that super good period, then that's where CR identified the cover and shut it down in game number 3. They did not oppose in period. They didn't get any connection from contact on the period because he took the super. Yeah. They missed the second one, but you know, the stakes are high. It's really tough to be so accurate during this. As you mentioned, though, in the match, like, I'm sure he's saying, I know you're right. In those moments, I think he's going to try and pull those jumps, and especially one that's in the side of Crazy Raccoon. Try and get him in that regard, and then come to chase people that have something to pull into that. So, definitely mistakes on both sides, but very small ones.
Okay, erstmal gut gemacht.
And like I said in the moments earlier as well, where teams sometimes don't act accordingly fast enough. So you can get those connections. But it's such that almost
Shelly sieht auch eigentlich früh. Okay, ich hab nicht zu werten. Kann nicht sein. Aber wird sie nicht, weil ich einfach besser war. Versorger bleibt. Die nächste Runde von Crazy Raccoon und SKC. Moja nimmt Karte. Aber wahrscheinlich mit Dings tauschen wird. Ja, das war hart, Digga. Nur den Grund ist es dann bekommen.
Because they have so many walls to hide behind. Kaze is going to be an early priority just on Heist in general. Aggression and the crits on a non-moving target are just a lot easier to hit. But Buzz making an appearance for SKC makes a lot of sense to me. It's one that we've seen become really popular over the last weekend. And it's been a bit of a sleeper pick, honestly. Yeah, normally I see it as a certain kind of pick, and I love it when it comes through, but it's not how we wait for SKC.
Digga, das war gut von mir, ist ja dann mit dem Wurm. Easy. Eigentlich sagt ich wohl auch in einem Video auf. 2k pushen. Shade will ich auch noch 2k machen. Und dann wahrscheinlich auch noch Nori. Also die 3 werde ich auf jeden Fall auf 2k machen. Danach Pfingst und Bären, keine Ahnung. Überlegt. Und auf jeden Fall noch andere Bälle auf 1000 pushen.
What to look out for at the moment, something to shut down the guys wouldn't hurt too much. And then he's not a brawl, it's so strong that he spans an entire track around him, but it must be addressed.
Auf jeden Fall Taschen auf 700 ein bisschen. Hier muss also erstmal bereichen.
Going for your lane matchup. Because you guys are going to do more damage on the stage than this brawler. Always going to be able to enable someone else to get through. Something that I look forward to on TikTok is actually shade. A lot of times when I'm actually brawler for the matchup. So I'm curious whether that will like
Easy. Muss aber am Anfang der ersten Woche halt blau. Da hätte mich killen können.
I think this is a map that ultimately, like you said, it comes down to more of like a base race mentality for me also. And how you go about that process. So what the other boys have got for the whole big show space again. And for the first time, oh my gosh, this month started over by Ghosty, and it's a great place for it, honestly. Yeah. With the covers there, right? The wall breaks everything with the cold, you know, up side to side. So interesting, and she's going to be having a great month as well. So this is kind of fun. Yeah, it's going to be huge. Let's see what Nike can do on defense because he's got it enabled. Ghosty and Crew to stay up there in the matchup. Also, Nike's able to rotate forces, looking good so far. First crack is already a third CR and got 71% on their save. The Nori is gradually pushing forward, and Tensai has a correct placement on top of the save for strikes coming through. And of course, the Sandstorm getting as much damage as possible. Crew on the right side, just barely.
Easy gameplay call nochmal.
Is going to even on a little bit of HP. We see Vortor as his high control as well. You can see team play from CR though, because they've got individual wins, but they've not been able to combine. Milbro absolutely shut down by Nike Shoe, and now he gets the Spider-Man to his way to the enemy side, while Ghosty has to pick up the pieces of this defense.
Okay, gleich schon auf 700 Leute eigentlich geht. Ihr könnt jetzt rein theoretisch noch eine halbe anschließen. Okay, ist doch schlau. Das kann er mit klar.
I would also say just the tempo lead is everything because I think that would have been enough damage to give the damage they were seeing on their own team. I don't know if the invincibility shield.
So, ich habe die 2 dahin gelockt und jetzt habe ich 6 Cubes. Das habe ich wirklich gut gespielt gerade. Dieses Kids suchen. Oh mein Gott, warum habe ich nicht geheilt? Egal. Zweiter Leute.
Time does genuinely have some moments of play to have it and make a lot of sense. It's a great defensive gadget. You know, if you really expect to come through and create the move to get away with the horse that appears to just put it onto the safe. I always see that and that's a great pass through as well. High charge out with safe. I mean, nothing is worth doing for them. It's still a win that comes to get down. They are at night issues all over them. game for almost 12 battles for CO to work between them. Finally, they're able to leave up the score, but they don't last for long. Their team just absolutely slices through them. It's on a 22% now. Nice to shoot. It's exactly where he needs to be. Boyd's going to have to use his hyper on defense. If he can even get the super, which he can't. That is the set that SKC needed.
Also Leute, bisher echt ganz okay. Was sagt ihr?
Yeah, you're right, it is, yeah. Crazy stuff. I mean, it made a load of sense in that map, and I think that the reason why we've had to make this surprise it's not being banned sometimes.
Ich gehe nicht in der Mitte, weil es zu viele Nori sind.
Whereas Pistol perfectly takes the wall over. I think my only reservation is maybe that too. I mean, the land demons themselves are some of the iciest veins in the entirety of all esports. Like, I mean, when it comes down to it, they're basically for me, and we've always discussed it, it comes down to a little bit of draft. And that was the moment where we've been paying attention to Star Nova because I think every region has been paying attention to Star Nova. If it's not globally banned, you just basically have to consider first and foremost, is this enough mode where she is dangerous enough that we've got to consider her as a hand brawler or not? And I feel like that was a moment where CR possibly got the ball in that draft.
Yeah, just everything draft-wise, it is coming up SKC on the left side of your screen. On the right, CR just failed to really impress. They didn't have the DPS. And I think it's really as simple as that. Look, ice in the veins is one thing, but I don't know if it really helps you draft. That's all down to preparation and belief in yourself. But it seems to be, pretty cheerful still on this side of the stage. Maybe they're working through some processes within. A potential issue, we'll check up on that. At the moment, though, the match is 1-1. An equal ball game. It's a guarantee that we'll be going to set number 4. And I gotta say, I'm impressed with SKC so far. I think.
Also wenn ich Edgar kriege, habe ich arschige Clips und dann kann ich eigentlich überhaupt nicht mehr aufhalten. Ja.
These guys, but SKC are fighting for their entire season. Must have been leading up to this point. They have to win this in order to stay competitive for LCQ.
Wie hat Edgar mich eigentlich gerade geholt? Bro brauchte 2 Schüsse, um mich zu holen. Und auf 57 ist es Part 1 und damit wird erstmal abgeschlossen. Was soll ich noch auf 8 Minuten pushen? Okay, Leute, ich pushe ihn so auf noch ein bisschen. Bis 35 Minuten sind, so lange pushe ich noch. Oder, ja, doch 35 kann.
But for SKC again, the importance of this season really does pivot slightly on this match. I mean, Rival Esports coming into today were 1 point ahead of SKC in that LCQ position on the leaderboard. So now Rival Esports are in the semi-finals. It's even more important that SKC can bring something out of the bag here.
Oh, das weiß, Leute, das nicht.
That's a really tough ask, but that is the ask in which you have for SKC. It's definitely going to be if they can do it, their biggest achievement this season. But Crazy Raccoon are Crazy Raccoon. These are the best.
No, you gotta earn them, and if you want to be among the best, then you have to be capable of beating the best, and I think that SKC are really stepping up this month. Now, there is a question of, okay, do you really expect them to, just suddenly decide that they're going to start winning now? And I think it has to be discussed that you have to have endurance, like ridiculous endurance, to be able to grind it 100% for an entire season. I think it's worthwhile to put 100% effort in at the moment when the season is on the line, when you're really, really so close. It's unfortunate that they go against Crazy Raccoon after making an upper bracket run in this quarterfinal. But sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, someone's going to have to face it.
Well, a little bit of downtime, but I don't mind necessarily going into a new set, because at least they're not kind of in the middle of the proceedings, and there's a time which would be there regardless to discuss the draft, or to speak about what the strategy is going on in the world, to line up here. So for both sides, it'll be expected to get off the back of this. But no surprise we haven't seen more of those hits. Gen 4 might be a case where that particular draw can really come into its own. I think probably a bit of a downgrade, brawling through on that particular map there as well. But off the top of my head, it will be those bands doing the Rico, the Rush, the Surge, and the fourth one is the Station.
Damien, Reps, Surge, Damien.
Damien being the fourth.
Damien's been so troublesome for Crazy Raccoon also, as we saw in the qualifiers. Yeah, but they just keep letting it through. I mean, it was troublesome for them. In fact, they lost to it in the upper bracket, but they have been capable of defeating it also. So it's not like a kryptonite, basically, but it's in the conversation. And Damien is still strong enough to consider. I think that when it just comes to dealing with Damien individually, he is like the one weak point of the entire draft. And then when you look at just how SKT plays Brawl Stars, they kind of have to have like two mechanically executing brawlers, like two playmakers, because that's exactly like who Nike and Ghostio. So in order to fulfill this Damien comp, you gotta have someone stuck on support. And I don't know if that really caters to their playstyle.
I think on this particular map as well, Damien is definitely a threat. It makes a lot of sense just to eradicate it from the outset. I feel like, for me, especially now as the battle draw is coming into effect, especially is one that can have so much of a good time. It's ammo and it's things down from the map, and that's just get hunted down in that regard, really. Certainly a lot of draws like really good positions to be there as well. As to a draw that's a lot of whoa, you did. A little cough.
28 Trophäen, Leute.
Yeah, I feel
Und
like
noch
in Gen 4,
3
it's all about
Minuten.
control. It's all
Dann
about
war's mit dem
positioning.
ersten Push mit Nori.
Up there for a conversation now.
Ja, läuft eigentlich ganz gut, würde ich sagen, oder? Welcher Steam oder 15? Die sind ein bisschen drüber gedürft, in der Runde sind nicht so tief, Leute.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, man.
Die checkt schon, glaube ich,
took the chairs away, y'all, because they would just use it to down each other. IRL memes. Yeah. That's what I would be doing if I were in a chair right now, which I'm not. We're staying standing for this one because we just gotta respect these people in the fourth quarterfinal. After this, it gets even more serious, and this is the most serious quarterfinal of them all. We've got postseason on the line. We're moving into Gen 4, and with 2 sets behind us, it's 1 set apiece for each of our combatants. So what's in the conversation? We talked about Max. It came through earlier, and it was actually quite nice. Even though Crazy Raccoon did take that set out in the open, I'm looking out for it 100%. It has not been banned, so let's see if we get to see a 10-size signature brawler.
There was the Stu, which is the full global ban, but there was also a ban of David regardless. Maybe it's the first pick for Crazy Raccoon. It's disgusting. It's such a disgusting brawler right now, and also the ability to sort of TP into the map. You can throw your booster into the mid and then come in to help the team very quickly as well. But I think, with 8-bit, to me, my brain is going Max. Combine those two together, and the biggest weakness of 8-bit becomes a huge threat. Of course, with Max having so much ammo, in relation to recharges, having that booster star power on that 8-bit drop those ammos is going to be disgustingly good here. But let's see with the aggressiveness of SK can fight back with Colette coming through now as well, which again, only had a small little bit of a nerf. Surprised to see she dropped off so much heavily in this region, considering that she was last month's most banned brawler in this region.
Wenn ich die Runde gut spiele, habe ich noch 750. Dann können wir noch die 3 Runden, denke ich mal.
It's
Dann
down from a second on that long range hypnosis that goes through walls and pierces numerous brawlers. It's really strong. But also, she's not able to cycle her super like she used to. I mean, it takes what, like a super then 3 hits instead of 2, so it's not as strong. But she's still a natural enemy of 8-bit because 8-bit leverages the fact that he has a lot of HP. That's what Colette does. She ignores pretty much all of that, and she'll be able to hit the same combo on just about everyone. Love to see a bull coming through. Okay. Night Shoes Bowl has been a little contentious in the past, but it's still a signature brawler of his, and I would love to see it come back. I would love to see him redeem himself. And what a stage it would be for him to do that versus Crazy Raccoon.
It might be a reset here, so we'll hang tight whilst we figure things through. I would imagine that the draft will have to stay consistent with what it was up until that stage at least, but I think the thing for me that I just thought this was like the ball coming through at a stage where I love ball.
Okay, last game für mich jetzt.
I think a horse is so dangerous, and as long as you're able to, land those marks, really, if you're going to be able to preemptively, especially playing for like a long range affair, land directly in your position, and that can go, as you mentioned, forward or
Holy Gameplay gerade mit dem Nori.
there are some serious long range shutdowns.
Damit ist Nori
I
auch
just
auf
kind of worry about
57
the ball
Leute.
being at this stage. I mean, even kind of like a gale could be an option.
1000 Bling, das ist nicht ganz gut, weil wegen Blinkshot. Es gibt 1000 Bling. Später Brawl holen. Ist ja auch Power Level 11 und dann Leute wird es noch einfacher. Man sieht Sam muss ich auch noch auf 1000 pushen, ist auch schon sehr weit oben. Ich würde sagen, das würde ich jetzt schon sagen. So. Ciao Leute und bis zum nächsten Video. Später oder morgen.